Ein herzliches Willkommen zurück zu Greedfall. So, wir sind kurz davor abzulegen. Ich möchte aber noch 2, 3 Sachen machen. Einmal will ich mal gucken, was hier das ergibt. Oh, das wollte ich nicht. Entschuldigung. So, wer bist du? Niemand? Oh, ich kann mal zur Abwechslung nach oben laufen. Haus der Fontanenfamilie. Guten Tag. Okay. Auch hier ist nichts. Kommt, macht Platz, Jungs. So, dann gehen wir weiter nochmal zum Hafen. Und hoffen doch... Warte mal. Muss... Genau. Hier dann Richtung Süden. Ja, und dann will ich eigentlich schon noch... Habe ich da was glitzern sehen? Und ich möchte eigentlich schon noch den Rekruten oder was das... Oder den Seejungen noch finden. Das will ich eigentlich schon noch erledigen. Und daher... Gut, dann gehen wir nochmal hier lang. Folgt mir. Ich muss nochmal, glaube ich, mit ihm reden.
Madam,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we
Nein.
will have to do without.
Oh. Wegen des Schiffsjungs. Wann hast du ihn das letzte Mal
When did you see
gesehen?
your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock, but the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Ja, und Bekanntschaften in
Does the boy
Serene?
know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Gib uns mehr hin. Wer sind seine
Miss
engsten
Jones,
Freunde?
does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Na also, geht doch.
Be back soon, Captain.
Ach so, ah ja. Alles klar. Dann schauen wir da mal rein. Warte mal. War ich hier unten schon? Oh! Was sind hier? Aber ganz schnell plündern. Also gut. Dann gucken wir doch mal hier rein. Ich war zwar, glaube ich, hier schon drin. Aber macht ja nichts. Ah, was haben wir da? Das Tagebuch des Schleusers. Ich habe 2 neue Kunden. Sie wollen nach Alsat reisen und die Inquisitoren sind ihnen auf den Fersen, was meine Arbeit nicht einfacher machen wird. Ich denke, ich kann sie unauffällig auf ein Schiff bringen, aber wir müssen vorsichtig sein und ich hoffe, dass sie geduldig und ruhig sein werden. Ich werde sie in einem Lagerhaus hinter dem Hafenamt verstecken, in das sich die Inquisition niemals hineinwagen werden. Gut, dann waren wir doch hier noch nicht drin. Doch, ich habe hier doch schon mal geöffnet. Okay, hallo.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who has gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Ja.
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy Teer he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Nach Captain Vasco mal
What
fragen.
do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator and an excellent leader of men.
Ooh.
He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year
Ach,
yet.
krass.
If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
So sah er jetzt nicht aus. So, wann sie ihn das letzte Mal gesehen
When
hat.
did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
Okay, nach seinen Gewohnheiten fragen.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Okay. Seinen Freunden
Does he
fragen?
know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Ich meine, ob
Do
er
you think he
Feinde
could have
hatte.
made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he
Geht das
steers clear
komisch?
of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink.
Oder auch nicht.
It blurs the senses.
Okay.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Dankeschön. Dann gucken wir mal weiter, weil hier war ja auch noch mal irgendwas, gell? Ja, nach unten. Ich habe ja gehofft, dass ich diese Bestie hier finde oder so. Ach, da waren wir schon mal in der Nähe. Hallo, Lauro.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Erstmal nach Captain Vasco
What do
fragen.
you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew.
Also ein cooler Typ.
It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Okay, also. Was weißt du
Were you
denn?
a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof, gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Nach dem Gemütszustand des Schiffsjungen fragen.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Okay, nach den Entführern
Why
fragen.
would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but
Nein.
this too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face
Okay.
being there.
Dann gehen wir mal.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Strange story, this.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We
Ja.
need to lift the veil on this.
Wir gucken doch danach. So, los geht's. Ach so. Ich muss mal gucken, weil... Was hat der denn hier für Fähigkeiten? Chance auf Beute, das finde ich gut, aber sonst hat er nichts. Oder? Einhandling, spezielles Schwert. Naja, okay. Mal hier bei ihm kurz gucken. Alle Nahkampfwaffen, Angriffsdauer. Waffe. Gut, dann weiter. Schauen wir mal, was wir herausfinden. Es gibt tatsächlich noch Truhen, die ich noch nicht geplündert habe. Ich dachte schon, ich habe eigentlich alles. Oh, das war das Feuer. So. Aufgesammelt. So, dann gucken wir mal. Was ist das für eine riesen Vase, die da steht? Waren die letztes Mal auch schon da? Und der da hinten ist verdächtig.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Nein. Nach der Entführung. Nach der
I am
Entführung
looking for a
fragen.
Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A no, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. At least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Okay, Ihnen von den möglichen Zeugen
Someone
erzählen.
told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
Nö.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Ist das jetzt unten oder... Ah, nee, hier. Servus.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Fragen, was während des Abends geschehen ist.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Interessant. Nach den mehr Informationen über den reichen Mann fragen.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It
Ooh.
so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find
Lol.
him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Tja, wer war vorher in diesem Haus schon? Ja, ich. So, da war unser guter Kumpel. Dann kann ich hier lang gehen. Gehen wir hier entlang. Oh, da war ich eigentlich noch nie drin. Oh, und hier. Hä, ich hab doch eben schon gelootet. Naja, gut, wir gehen mal weiter. Wie gesagt, da waren wir schon mal drin vorher. Mama, ob jetzt jemand mit uns reden
Might
will.
I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Die ist da oben. Haben wir ja auch schon festgestellt. So, Madame. Was weißt du denn? Servus.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Aha, über den Streit in der Schenke sprechen.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Fragen, warum die Nauten ihren Sohn mitgenommen haben könnten.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced.
Da ist jemand nicht
It seems
arrogant.
that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Ja gut, das ist ja bekannt in der Seefahrerei. Dass man da auch mal einfach ein paar Leute nach dem Suff eingepackt hat. So. Oh. Ich habe mich verlaufen, aber das war gar nicht mal so schlecht. Geht weg. Also weg. Rostiges Stilett habe ich noch gefunden. Prima. Jetzt will ich aber ganz kurz, oder? Will ich? Nee, ich will doch erstmal hier weiter. Sag mal, warum steht ihr denn alle so saudumm im Weg rum? Warte mal, war das der Händler? Ah nee, das war der Lieferant da. Komische. So, nochmal gucken. Achso, ich muss direkt zum Kapitän Vasco, oder wie er heißt. So, ich muss dich mal was fragen, mein Freund.
Madam,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
Nerv mich
we should
nicht.
be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Nee, erstmal muss was geklärt werden. Nach Madame Fontaine
I spoke
fragen.
with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Tja, da muss ich noch ein bisschen...
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nauts?
Ja, mein
How I
Kumpel.
would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must...
Ja, ja.
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
Nach dem Vertrag zwischen den Nauten und der Familie von Teer
I've had
Fradee.
a word with Lady Fontaine. You
Fontaine.
must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly,
Yes,
that is
excellent.
ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Okay. Wieder zurück. So langsam komme ich mir vor wie der letzte Depp. Hin und her. Her und hin. So. Was weg? Weg. Ah, der schon wieder der. So. Jetzt gucken wir mal. Oh, was ist das? Das war doch nicht da, oder? Kannst auch nicht aufsammeln. Doch. An das Dienstmädchen gerichteter Brief. Alice, ich möchte, dass du mehrere Mahlzeiten zubereitest und sie in die Lagerhäuser bringst, die wir am Kanal besitzen. Mein Mann wird dort für ein paar Tage mit seinem Angestellten und seinen Männern arbeiten. Deshalb kümmere dich darum, dass es genug Essen für alle gibt und sei diskret. Wir wollen nicht, dass andere Familien erfahren, was vor
This
sich geht.
document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Das mach mal. Jetzt gucken wir aber mal. Ah, das sind die. Da war ich auch schon mal. Wunderbar. Was ich aber jetzt tatsächlich mal machen will. Kurz hier hoch, oder? Einfach nochmal schnell schauen, was es hier Schönes gibt. Weil ich hier eigentlich, glaube ich, was nicht so wirklich war, oder? Ey, wie bin ich denn? Ach doch, ich war hier schon. Halt. Ja, wir brauchen Geld. Dringendst. Ist noch was Schönes? Eisdorn. So. Dachte, hier ist vielleicht was versteckt. Aber leider nicht. Okay. Dann haben wir das jetzt auch mal getestet. Schnell hier mal lang. So, wo war denn das jetzt? Dann machen wir aber mal kurze Speicherung. Oh, komisch hier. Alles tote Ratten.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away.
Ja, hier war ich.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Hier war ich ja schon mal. Aber hier oben ist schon mal wieder gar nichts. Lass mich mal hier durch. Da ging es ja auch runter und da war auch eine Tür, die wir nicht öffnen konnten. Die hier. Schauen, ob es jetzt geht. Jetzt geht's.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
Wir probieren's mal. Versuchen an seine Vernunft zu
You've
appellieren.
taken your son against his will and have locked him up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
If I hadn't taken him back,
Geil,
he would have been
gelungen.
hauled off on one of the cursed ships.
If that's what he wants, then why would you want to stop him?
For his mother. She misses him so. But in the end, you may be right. My boy has changed. He hasn't spoken a word to me since we've been in this precarious predicament.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Okay, krass. Ja, dann haben wir das doch gut gemacht, würde ich sagen. Ist er hier drin? Hä? Oder ist er jetzt einfach schon los? Ich es auch gerade nicht so genau. Wir schauen jetzt nochmal hier entlang.
So it's here that our man keeps his son.
Ah, guck an.
Abusive fathers.
Servus.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes, even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
Ja, geil. Also, haben wir gut gemacht. Wir haben die Händler-Konkretation, oder wie es auch heißt, haben wir Ruf gekriegt. Und jetzt kriegt man wahrscheinlich auch noch bei den Nauten ein bisschen Ruf, wo wir dringend brauchen, weil wir es ja einmal bei denen schon verkackt haben. Jetzt bin ich mal schnell hier hoch. So, ja. Ach, hier bin ich. Oh, das hätte echt böse zum Kampf kommen können, ja? Also das Charisma muss ich wirklich hochsetzen. Das ist wirklich sehr, sehr wichtig. So. Jetzt haben wir ja eigentlich alles. Machen wir doch einen Abstecher schnell beim Händler vorbei. Ne, wo ist der Händler? Noch eins weiter. Dann links. Ne, ist zu spät, egal. Finden wir da auch dann hoffentlich einen Händler. Wenn wir da auf der Insel sind. Was war denn das? Ach, das war das eine, ja. Okay. Ach, jetzt habe ich mich verlaufen. Da waren wir auch schon. Hätten wir wirklich die Karte vorher nochmal angucken sollen. Aber gut. Na. Oh, Belag. Die Stadt ist schon ziemlich am Popo. Okay. Also. Wir haben es erledigt. Und dann können wir auch ablegen. Muss ich nochmal mit ihm sprechen? Nee.
Madam,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Oh, Ruf 3 sogar. Gibt's hier? Nee, das wissen wir. Also.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
Nee, es gibt nichts mehr. Sirenen verlassen.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
So eager to discover Teer Fradee. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures.
Bin ich echt gespannt. Oh, ja.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
So.
The beast is awoken!
Ah, those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
Oh, oh.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come then. Let's lend them a hand.
Oh, shit. Okay. Alter, was für ein übles Viech. Ja, ist ja gut. Er kackt sich 100 Pro jetzt in die Hosen. Ach doch, kein Kampf. Okay, Schwein gehabt. Nee, doch nicht. Was ist das? Könnt ihr mir mal sagen, warum... Oh, shit. Ah, wie war das? Ah, das war kein Problem. Übles Viech. Wo waren eigentlich meine Kameraden, die Feiglinge?
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin,
What a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me,
Das
that
stimmt.
battle was absolutely epic.
Erinnerungskristall, so. Mit dem Erinnerungskristall kannst du alle bereits verbrauchten Fähigkeitspunkte, Attribute und Talente neu vergeben. Öffne dazu das Spielmenü, gehe dann zum Tab Charakter und klicke auf der Film. Gucken wir mal. Wo soll das sein? Nee, das muss doch hier sein. Oder? Ich will nur kurz sehen, wo dieses Ding ist. Oh, das muss ich auch noch verteilen, aber das mache ich in der nächsten Folge. Gut, ich schaue. Warte mal. Gucken wir mal, ob wir hier was Neues haben. Nee. Verbleibende Punkte, wie gesagt, machen wir nächstes Mal. Ich will jetzt hier irgendwie mal zu meinem Schiff. Ja.
Madam, gentlemen.
Der ist schon ein Trottel. Der wird mir noch Probleme bereiten.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Den finde ich irgendwie cool.
Stations, lads! Wear and cut and ready hot to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a win!
Voll cool mit der Musik und so. Das war geil. Ja, jetzt geht's los. Jetzt kommen wir auf die Insel. Bin mal gespannt, was uns da erwartet. Denk dran, dich mit deinen Gefährten zu unterhalten. Okay. Dann kannst du mit Kuh und deiner... Das habe ich ja vorher gemacht. Das hat mir eigentlich auch gut gefallen. Das habe ich echt gut hingekriegt. Lass man sich selbst loben. Vielleicht kentern wir. Das wäre rein zufällig mal wieder. So eine Sache. Nebel, ja, und Viech oder so. Oh oh.
Teer Fradee!
Ah, doch nicht. Okay. Ja, mal, die Musik ist voll geil. Ziemlich episch.
Charming welcome. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen?
Oh oh.
Would it be those annoying
Irgendwas stimmt doch da
beats?
nicht.
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that will be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health!
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Ja, jetzt komm.
Your Excellence, we must wait for our escort.
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
Oh.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope that there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service for a while.
Das stört mich jetzt nicht. So mache ich das. Was hast du denn für fähige Einhandschusswaffen? Oh, giftige Beschichtung, speziell. Schwerttrick, aber er hat jetzt nicht irgendwie... Chance auf Beute. Naja. Level 6? Achso, nee. Hä? Kapier ich nicht. Egal. Nicht schlimm, Freundschaftsbonus. Gut, gibt's nicht. Also. Gruppe bestätigen und beenden. Ja, dann würde ich sagen, dann sind wir hier am Ende dieser Folge angelangt. Ich sage ein herzliches Dankeschön fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Bis dann. Tschüss.